Hi guys, what's up? It's Joel Pitt here, back with another video, and in this video I'll be doing a review for Love Island episode 34. I'll leave a link down below to episode 33 if you're not seeing it. Of course, it's going to be spoilers. Before I start this video today, it was Valentine's yesterday. I did forget to mention that. So, single or not, if you were in a group or whatnot, when you went out, whatever you did, if you stayed in, hope you had a good one. But without further ado, let's get on with it. So the recoupling was at the start. It was mentioned last night it was happening, but then they left it on a suspense. So I'm just going to go quickly through it. Jamie coupled up with Natalia, Callum with Molly, Mike and Priscilla, Finn with Paige, Ched with Jess, Luke T with Shanice, and then Luke M. This was the big one because he has been with Demi. Well, he was coupled up with Natalia, but like he was more drawn to Demi, and then Shauna said, "Oh, I'm interested in you." So yeah, it was a tough choice between him, but he decided to go with Demi. So that means Shauna is dumped. Before though, as well, Shauna, Shanice, and Demi were holding hands, and then Jess wasn't joining in. Not too sure. Ched joining speech. Sorry, what did I just say? Yeah, during Ched's speech, he was like, "There's a bit more. I've got it. She's a sweet one, innit?" About Jess. They went to a break before they mentioned Luke M's decision, and then after they were showing all couples, after the recoupling stuff, and then Paige was talking to Finn. "If you still fancy me now, you might as well put a ring on it," because she was crying. But like, it was a really good speech from Finn. And of course, you know, Shauna leaving, they've had such a bond, so it's like the friendship as well as the romance is important. Natalia forgot she was sharing a bed with Jamie. He was like frowning, like he was like, "Oh yeah, huh." Jess and Ched, Molly and Callum kissed, and then we saw Luke and Demi snogging. They always do that now. Shanice then was like to Luke T, "I'm over the moon. I'm happy." And then she came over like, "Yeah!" and went to Luke M and Demi. Then Luke M tickled Luke T's ear. Callum was doing, like, he was in the bathroom and he was doing some mouthwash, and he accidentally, like, choked on it. Like, he was, like, putting them in, and then he was like, and everyone saw it. That was funny. And there is something about that on the last night's show. Jamie's arm was round Natalia. Her hand was on his arm. Molly and Cameron were looking at each other, her hand on his face. Demi and Luke M snogging, as they do. Shanice and Luke T kissing. Ched tried to kiss Jess, I think, but then her hand was in the way, and then her hand was in his mouth, which is weird. Mike and Priscilla were just sleeping, and then Finn was on top of Paige. We found out in the morning Demi and Luke M were going on their first date, tandem bike and picnic. Finn was like, "You're going to get lycra'd up." And then Ched, he was like, "Right, come on, lover boy." Luke M was doing all the working with that. Demi was just screaming all the way. Breakfast Club is back, surprisingly, and Ched is now a new member. And the Luke, Finn and Mike brought him on the case and told him all about it. Luke M and Demi had another snog during the date. Callum was like, "Did you get a kiss?" Luke M was like, "Yeah, I did." "Of course he did." So the challenge, Valentine's Bay. So basically, the couples, they were, while strapped together to this like plate, they had to carry. And it had a romantic dinner for two, and they had to get through this course in the quickest time. And then so there was this tunnel like going down. It was called the Tunnel of Love. Then a web of ribbons. Then there was these teddy bears on strings called the Gauntlet of Bears. And then there was this slime and gunk part, bed of roses. And then they had to tuck into their meal, so they had to do a Lady and the Tramp kiss. That's when the time would end. The quickest time would win. Luke M hit the bear on Mike's tray, and then like Mike that like did a splash over him. Mike fell before the bed of roses, and Priscilla was like, "Are we allowed to recouple just for the challenges in the beach hut?" Jess was like got hit on like the third gate of that tunnel. Everyone was like, "Yeah," and then when she got hit, it was like, "Ooh, yeah, it was nasty." Like, luckily she was all right. Then she slipped up before the gaunt of bears, but she didn't fall. It was just like a slip. Finn threw a bear that knocked the plate out of Luke T's hand. It was just, he just threw it and then spattered everywhere, and then everything just fell. He was like, seriously, we were doing so well. We thought we were going to win, and then it just ends like that. Luke M and Demi were absolutely smashing it. Their hands were in sync, and because of their sizes, it's easy for them to get through and all. Finn was taking all the weight on the plate, so it was quite hard. Paige slipped before the bed of roses, and then, or I think it was in it, and then Finn was just like, he was on ice. He was just making a meal of it, and then I think Mike said Bambi on ice or something, which is kind of like what it is. It was pretty like that. They still had the spaghetti. They still went to the end, and it still had a bit of gunk on it, and Paige gag. It was just awful. Demi and Luke M were the winners by short, and then Ian was saying, spoiler alert, it's not Finn and Paige. Then we find Luke T is making a plan for Shanice to hopefully be his girlfriend. So he was preparing like this quest around the villa and answer the riddles to proceed, but all the questions are based on their time in the villa. Priscilla was like Oprah Winfrey. It was like, Shanice, you have a mask. Paige, you have a mask. What? Everybody has a face mask. Whatever. It was pretty good. So the boys were making like this tiara or crown for Shanice, whatever you want to call it. And he was saying he would text everyone their lines later, and they called it Operation Fairy Tale. Both Lukes had like these sparkles on their face. And I think Shanice was saying she feels something in the air tonight, and then I think Demi mentioned something about he used to go to have sex or something, I don't know. Luke M was helping Shanice, with the question, because she kind of did forget some because she was nervous. And she said yes, of course. So that is the second official couple of Love Island. Absolutely amazing. There was this thing that came in, what the Islander star signs tell us about them, which is interesting. So I'll read them out. So Demi is Cancer. Cancers are intuitive, if I've said that right. Loyal and make great friends. Sounds just like our Demi. Luke M is Taurus. Patience is one of Taurus' best trait, and Luke M's have had to have plenty of it in the villa. Molly is also Taurus. Molly's sassy, stunning, and attracts a lot of admirers. So basically, she's a Taurus through and through. Callum is also a Taurus. And it says Callum's also a Taurus, which could explain his laid-back, chills-out demeanour. I don't know how to say that. And love of cooking. Paige is Leo. She's fiery, she's fierce, and she's fabulous. Did we even need to tell you Paige is a Leo? Finn, Scorpio. Loyalty is big for Scorpio, so it's no big surprise Finn was the first Islander to make his relationship official. Shanice is Cancer. Cancers can be very creative and lucky and love to beautify everything around them. Lucky Shanice is a beauty therapist then. Luke T is a Gemini. This lively air sign is known for being young, curious and fun, just like Luke T. Priscilla, Sagittarius. Sagittarians are known for their thirst for adventure. How about one that takes you to a South African villa to find love? Mike is Leo. Confident Leos are natural leaders and always light up the room. See? Also Mike. Jess is Taurus. A typical Taurus loves the finer things in life, which definitely matches up with her Summer Glam Islander Jess. Ched is Leo. The gentle giant of the villa, gets on with everyone, just like a Leo should. Natalia is Cancer. Charm and good looks, drawn to other water signs like Scorpio, which Jamie just happens to be. Natalia's a textbook Cancer. Jamie, as I mentioned, Scorpio. Scorpios are known for being funny, passionate and driven, and Jamie's ticking all of those boxes. So, 5 things we learnt from last night's show. Last night's episode was packed with emotion, from a sad farewell to one of our OG Islanders to a hilarious challenge. Finn, you okay, hun? In brackets. And a loved up declaration from Luke T to his Disney princess, Shanice. Paige and Shauna were proper besties. Pass us the tissues. Watching Paige and Shauna say goodbye to each other after spending the last 5 weeks side by side was just too much for our hearts to handle last night. Paige summed up their friendship perfectly in the beach hut, where through her tears she said, "You do not realise like how attached you to people you get in here. I started my journey with Shauna, and she's just a big part of this journey as Finn is." Callum doesn't know how to use mouthwash. Can we note Callum looking like he was about to neck the whole bottle of mouthwash? Not the smoothest move before bedtime. Ched is part of the Breakfast Club. This Breakfast Club is basically the boys' chance to have a little gossip in the morning while the girls do their makeup, but we are living for it. We also love the confusion on Ched's face as Mike tried to explain the purpose of the club and the lingo that goes with it. Clearly confused as are we, in brackets, Ched said later in the beach hut, "Do you know what? I think I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna find out what everyone else has done, and I'm just gonna say, nah, I didn't eat, mate." Our Islanders should stick to their day jobs. In the Valentine's Bay Challenge, the Islanders had to carry a romantic meal for 2 on a tray around an assault course, and, well, we don't want to go to that restaurant anytime soon. Luke T might just be the very most romantic man in the world. Luke T gave us all a masterclass is how to make your girl feel special 101 when he got the whole villa involved in a special treasure hunt, which ended in him asking Shanice to be his girlfriend. He even made her very own crown. Well, that's all I have to say on this episode of Love Island. But before I end this video, on a sad note, there has been something in the news, and one of my friends mentioned it to me, and when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, I was literally in tears. Like, if you remember the old host, Caroline Flack, she was doing it 2015 to 2019, and then of course there was something in the papers about her assaulting her boyfriend and whatnot, and she was supposed to go to court, I think later this week or something, or next week, but the news said she was found dead in her own flat. Like, it's just so sad, because like, she was a big part of Love Island at the start, and hearing this news is just like, it was shocking. It was sad to hear. Like, sorry, but yeah, she's only 40. Like, it's weird. Like, yeah. But anyway, that's all for this video. Sorry for that sad thing, but I had to put it out there because she's the original host, and she's done amazing things in her time, and rest in peace, Caroline Flack. Like, literally, she's been the start of Love Island. Without her, I don't think Love Island would have started, I don't think. But anyway, that is all for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.